Hello, guys, welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So, yeah, let us begin, but actually, it's more like before we actually begin, um, I'm really sorry that I made it pretty late because apparently my video was a bit too long. So, yeah, so, anyway, that's basically the explanation for me being late to making this video, so, yeah, anyways, let us begin. So we currently are in the perspective of Team Ruby and sort of Team Wrath. Because remember, Rex, aka our main character, is currently fighting off Torchwick and the rest of like the White Fang, with the help of Star, aka Gingerbread Sun Wukong, and also Blake, aka Best Cat Girl. Fight me. I mean, technically, there's also Kaneko from TXT, but let's not talk about that. So anyway, so as they're currently going to this, they'll basically decide to split up so they can try and find, Rex. As you know, we currently see, Ruby and well, Ruby and with Izuku's teammate, not Izuku, I meant Rex. Rex, god damn it! I meant Rex's teammate, aka Walter, as Walter would say this. I honestly don't know where is he would say, as she would say this. But we still need to find him. And besides, what if Good Witch, or should I say, well, Rex's mom becomes angry? Or maybe even she would start, fearing the worst. As Walter would say this. Wait, hold up. Don't worry. And besides, we'll at least try to find him. Or at least we hope so, he would say. He also told me that apparently Blake was. Now she would say this. Yeah, she sort of left after Weiss and her argued, she would say. As he would say this. I see, he would say. As after saying that, he will look towards her, one of the other, members of the search party, or at least, search party A, as he would look towards Tina, as she would say this. No luck finding him, she would say. You even tried using my semblance, she would say. As Ruby would say this. Wait a minute. What actually is your semblance, she would say. As she would say this. Oh, it's basically like a, basically I'm able to like, how like you're able to like, spy on people? Well, that's basically my semblance. It allows me to, come out of my body, almost similar to astral projection. And because of that, it allows me to go through areas and basically spy on people. But it only works for about 30 minutes, she would say, as he would say this. And it definitely did not work, he would say, as she would say this. Yes, exactly. I just hope that the others also have some good luck, she would say. She would just sigh, as Wilder basically like, walking through the streets, or should I say slithering because, she doesn't have legs, as Stu would start looking around, as several people were basically just talking. Mostly some people talking about talking about how there's a, you know, talking about the recent, like, dust snappings. As she would say this. I hope that not Izuku, I meant Rex is okay, she would say. As one of them would say this. Yeah, I mean, he's basically like our teammate. As, Walter would say this, specifically. As he would say this. Yeah, he's after all my partner, and I would rather not let him die, he would say. As while they were talking, a person would be watching them. As while they were basically walking and also talking to each other, they would basically bump into this person. As Walter would say this. One, the tarnation, he would say. As, Ruby would be bumped into that person. As after the person basically grabbed her before she can actually fall, she would say this. Wait, is that? She would basically be confused as she would look over and would see, as they would see, or at least, unfamiliarly towards, for both Walter and Tina, they would see a ginger haired girl with, similar colored eyes to Walter. As she would say this, "Oh, salutations again, friend Ruby," she would say. As one of them would say this, specifically Walter. "Hey, Ruby, is that your..." As she would say this. "Oh, Penny, it's been a while," she would say. As she would say this. "Yes, it's been a while, friend Ruby," she would say. As she would look towards the others, specifically both Tina and Walter. As she would say this. "Oh, salutations," she would say. "Who might you be?" She would say to both of them. As after saying that, she would say this, specifically Tina. "Oh, the name's Tina Kruger, and this is my, the leader of our team, Team Wrath. This is Walter," she would say. As he would say this. "Well, howdy, partner," he would say. As after saying that, he would look towards the others as he would say this. "But it seems that we don't have enough time. We're currently looking for our friend," he would say. As he would say. As after saying that, she would say this. "Your friend?" she would say. As, one of them would say this, specifically Ruby. As Ruby would say this. "Yeah, he's my childhood friend, and I've been trying to find him for a while, including our other teammate. You might have known her," she would say. As she would say this. "Oh, you mean friend Blake?" she would say. As one of them would say this. "Wait, how do you know each other?" He would say, specifically, Walter. As one of them would say this. "Oh, specifically, a someone excited, well, Penny," as she would say this. "Oh, we actually met earlier," she would say. As one of them would say this, specifically, Tina. "Oh, so then..." As she would look towards, Ruby, as she would say this. "Anyway, we're currently trying to find my childhood friend, Rex Goodwitch. You might have known him," she would say. As she would say this. "Oh, so you're childhood friends with the famous Invincible King," she would say. As after saying that, she would say this. "Well, yes, but he prefers not to be called that. It's kind of a bit, well, he's not really the type of guy to be known to do that, or, want to be called that," she would say. As after hearing that, she would say this. "Oh, I'm really sorry," she would say, specifically Penny. As she would say this. "Oh, no, 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 you don't need to say sorry or anything. Anyway, we need to find him. Um, we're trying to find our friend, including our teammate, Blake." As she would say this. "Then, may I help you with that?" she would say. As after saying that, she would say this. "Oh, gladly," she would say. As she would say this. "Good. Now, may I ask you this? Would you want me to help with this?" Or, as she would say this. "Yes, I would want help. We want to just find our friend," she would say. As she would say this. "Well, if he's a friend of yours, then he's definitely a friend of mine," she would say. As after saying this, she would, you know, Ruby would say this. "Good. Now, let's get going," she would say. And after that, they would start leaving to try and find, Izuku. Not Izuku, I meant Rex. As while they were doing that, would currently go back to, well, to Rex. As we currently see Rex, as you would say this. "Come forth, Thunder Emperor, the tyrant of the storms," he would say. "Tyrant of Russia, the one who brings forth despair," he would say. As after saying that, something would start to happen. A torrential storm, more specifically, a storm of ice and snow. As thunderstrikes would start to happen nearby, the building that once, you know, Star and also, Blake were on. As they were surprised, as they would see, Rex basically holding up his hand as a glyph would appear. As one of them would say this. Um, as, Star would just be confused, as Blake would say this. "Is this his semblance?" she would say. As one of them would say this. Specifically, you know, our boy, our boy Roman would say this. "Wanda!" As before he can say anything else, a storm would strike, or at least a thunderbolt would strike on the mat, or on the, circle. As after that, something would start to come up, start to come out of it. A large icy hand would come out, as another icy hand, now wielding a golden staff, sparking with lightning, as the full body would appear, being that of being that of some sort of creature with attire similar to royalty, wearing a crown, as you would have sparking bolts of lightning coming out of his horns, or or well, tusks, as you would say this. Servant, rider, I am the one who brings forth despair, he would say, as he would whip his hand around, as he would swipe it across across his side, causing causing lightning bolts to, to rush forward, striking down some of the, White Fang members, as he would say this. I am Ivan the Mighty, Ivan the Terrible, he would say. As after saying that, he would say this. Ivan, he would say, as he would say this. Oh, what is it, master? He would say. As he would say this. I want you to activate one of your abilities. Summon forth the Black Dog Core and destroy the White Fang. And try not to hurt my friends over there, he would say, pointing towards both Blake and Sun, or, Star. As both of them would just be surprised, as one of them would say this. What is his semblance? Said one of them, specifically Blake. As one of them would say this. I don't know, said Sun, or Star. As currently Torchwick is basically shaking his boots, as he would say, the hell? He would say, as he would just be afraid, as he would say this. Very well, master. As he would tap on his staff, as something would start to come out. People with bird-like masks, as they would be wielding axes and crossbows, as they were wearing all black. As some of them would also be wielding whips, as they would charge forward after being ordered to by Rex. I meant. So, as they would start charging forward, as some of the White Fang members would try to defend themselves, trying to protect Torchwick. But it's not even a fight. It's more of a slaughter. They would cut them down, ripping them apart, as some of them would try to, rip their arms apart, thanks to the help of some of their weapons. But instead of basically, laying down and dying, they would charge forward and use their own mouths to basically attack them, biting them, ripping flesh, as some of them would just be crying out in pain, as Blake would just be surprised. As, Rex would say this. Do not kill them, he would say. As after saying that, the Prishniki, or the Black Dog Corp, would, nod their heads, as they would start charging forward towards, our boy Torchwick, as he would say this. No, no, I'm getting out of here, he would say. As he would try to call, for a bullhead. And while he was doing that, he would try to dodge out of the way, but he keeps being attacked by some of these Black Dog Corps members, as what he calls them. Or at least that's what, you know, what Rex calls them. As he would say this. Not only is that the so-called Invincible King is here, but it seems that his semblance is this, he would say, as he would start running away, trying to, use his, his melodic cudgel, aka the, his cane, basically his weapon, to start shooting at them. He would sufficiently kill them, or at least somewhat, by basically by shooting their heads off. And after a while, he would try to, get out of there, while some of the remaining White Fang members would try to defend him. And while they were doing that, we would go back to where we last left off. Specifically, with Ruby. As Ruby would say this. So, this must be the place, right? She would say, as she would look towards, our girl, aka Miss Rabusi. Oh, god damn it. AKA Penny, as she would say this. Yes, that's what I've searched searched on the report, she would say. As after hearing that, one of them would say this. Good, said, a somewhat, tired, Tina, as she would say this. Come on, let's go, she would say, as she would start slithering off. As Walter would say this. Rat, he would say. As after saying that, he would start using his semblance, creating strings, almost similar to webbing from Spider-Man, as he would start swinging around. What the f- as he would start swinging towards the shipping yard, and after that, Ruby and also, Penny would start leaving as well. And so, this is where I'm going to be ending off this episode. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!